call this video things right now. More specifically, one-sided love. Now, what is one-sided love? It's simple. It's like when one person loves the other person, but they don't love them back. And it happens a lot more than you think. I personally think the people around me have experienced it, and it's just sad. You're always asking yourself, are you the problem? What's wrong with yourself? That you're not the problem. It's not you. Look, life is just like that sometimes. It's not meant to be fair. It's not meant to be fine. Not everyone is meant to get their fairy tale ending. It's life. But like we all experience this. It's Men's and Mental Health Month, but this is also a tip for the ladies, because I know even the women experience it, not just the men. But it's more prevalent in men than it is in women. You know, I'm not biased towards any gender or anything like that, but it is what it is. Like, if you look at social media these days and dating sites, it's pretty bad being a dude dating in 2025, because let's just say the bar has been raised real bloody high, and especially in my age to do that, because social media has raised the expectation. Like, if you're not a 10 out of 10 with a six-pack at age 15, or a boyfriend, I don't know, whatever way you swim, man, it's just you. That's you. That's what really you. But like, it's impacted me personally, because I see a pretty girl on the street, and I want to talk to her, but at the same time, I've always got this little more like, fine shit. So I'm like, I cannot go to the fine shit because I look like shit. But that's not true. It's not. I mean, I'm not the best looking, but
unstoppable!
Decent, you know? Come on, let's see them tucks, and I look pretty snazzy. But yeah.
Sick!
So basically, like, I used to know this girl. I met her. Yeah. September, was it September? Yeah, it was definitely September, because I remember that morning being freaking cold. But yeah, I met her then. I can't describe it, like, and then my palms are these arms are heavy, they're bobbing on my sweater already, mom's let's call her, Evelyn. I'm not gonna use her real name, but can we call her that? Yeah. But, so what happened? Basically, we started talking online. I met her on this video game, African Life. I'm not sure if y'all's heard of it or seen it on the App Store. I'm sure you've seen ads of it. Yeah,
wait for me to reload.
Game where these once you pop up on your phone, you know, clothes and stuff for your avatar. But yeah, I used to be an avid player. Yeah, personally, I want a refund, cause let's be honest, that game is a dookie. Okay, this video is not about just bashing avatars.
Enemy hit.
Let me just. So basically,
Taking hit.
I caught
Cover
feelings.
enemy.
Oh my gosh, I have to be with the girl.
Watch
and
out
next
for
thing you know, like, she was so friendly with everything about her. Enemy spotted! And I used to be around, always lifted me up when I felt down, and I just personally fell head over fucking heels. I fell head over heels, and I'm like, wow, this girl is gonna be the one I have to. And you know, when she started talking to other guys, I started getting possessive. Like, basically, have you ever tried taking food from a rabbit dog? No, don't try it. It's a bad idea. I learned that lesson the hard way. Lost a pair of pants. I thought the dog ripped them. I see the dog did rip them, then I pissed myself.
Enemy hit!
Yeah, that happened. It happened. I'm man enough. But so basically, I got branded as toxic. Yeah, I was pretty toxic where I was exhibiting, because like,
enemy hit!
She wasn't interested in me like that. I was in the friend zone, and deep in the friend zone. I just had a chance of being with her, and I was depressed about it. But then yeah. Now let's move on to a more, okay. There's one I want to save for the end of the video. But okay, let's move on to a recent story. My best friend, let's call him Vaughn. Yeah, let's just call him Vaun, because I'm not gonna use his real name. Yeah, it was his birthday. So basically, I invited my, like, sort of like my friend who used to be my friend, who was basically like a cousin. She brought her friends. One of her friends. Let's call her Nancy, because I'm not gonna name drop anyone in this video. But if they do see this video, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, see, it was last year on September 21st. Yeah, it was September 21st. Basically, after the party like died out, they needed to Uber home. And, Uber service is not Ubering. Not Ubering. Yo, English is my first language. How am I struggling? But that's neither here nor there. Okay, back to the topic. Now this girl, she's been catching my eye the whole day, and I had a shit day because one of my friends, Vaughn's friends, let's call him Danny Phantom. Yeah, let's call him Danny Phantom. He was bashing on me the entire day, basically making me look like a joke in front of my cousin and her friends. Cousin, like, was my cousin essentially, because I consider my friends family, but let us stick in the water, so I thought. But yeah. So what happened is, like, after the party, like, they had to stay the night at my house. I convinced my mom and shit. Okay, it was fine. Basically, I was trying to spit game. Like, I was trying to spit game to this girl. We call her Nancy. Yeah. I was trying to spit game, you know. Smooth talking. I was a bit tipsy, but you know, I was sober enough to, like, you know, form a coherent sentence. Try and, you know, impress her. She was interesting to me. Honestly, she was pretty, like, sure by most people's standards. No, she was like not attractive, but you know, personality-wise, her aura, energy, like, I smelled wifey material, and I was like, I'm going for this. Next thing you know, Danny Phantom comes in. He's like, he proceeded to cock block the shit out of me, making hold candles, or as we call in South Africa, holding cash. Like, I was meant to be there. Joe was in the middle of all of this, and I'm like, okay, if you don't move your ass right now, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. But okay, I'm gonna skip to the interesting part. Yada yada yada. Me and Nancy make out. Next morning, we go to church. She tells me she makes me ready for the school. Now, that drove me fucking insane. Like, I was pissed. I felt used. I felt dirty. I was unprepared to. I will not say that. Okay, like the taking fire. I'm gonna knock on her next week. Now, and I still have feelings for her. And for the next few months, I went into what I call my weekend era. Basically, I listened to the weekend era, specifically his Dawn FM album, and yeah, this was depressed about it. I had wipe them out like heat. Like, damn. How do I make you love me? Woo! How do I make you fall for me? Yeah, you can make anybody love you. Yeah, you can. It's either they do or they don't. I mean, chance feelings might be a virus. You catch feelings and it mutates. It's basically just a virus if you really think hard about it. But yeah. So then. Reloading. Yeah, we had a fallout. We didn't make that friends. But then we had a fallout because then a new problem arose. I'm gonna call her Romani. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call her. Yeah. Now this girl I met shortly after I met her, so basically, cut a long story short, I chased her down for 2 years just to tell her I liked her, only to find out one of my close friends already got to her before me, even though she didn't know that. Enemy spotted! Now obviously, that drove me insane. Like, insane. Like, I was literally spiraling. Like, trying to end myself, like, over here going crazy. And I lashed out at everybody around me when I was, like, in those moods. Like, literally, it was just me, a bottle of liquor, and the weekend. That's all I used to just sit there and do for hours on end. I didn't want to go outside, I didn't want to talk to people. But, essentially, what happened is... Hold on, I'm going to pause the recording real quick, and then I'll... Hold on, I'm just going to put a few more things in. Yeah, this video, the video wasn't long enough for, everything, so I had to add an extra clip. So don't be surprised if you see random geometry as gameplay at the end is, yeah, basically. So, yeah, Romani, here's the thing, how do I describe her? She has an ego the size of flippin' Africa. Yeah, no, because here's the thing, I started getting close to her friend, and then she was like, hold on, you replaced me, and I was like, when did I take sides in this? What? Because they were beefing, and she's like, I took offense at it. I'm like, since when? Albeit I did end up dating her friend, and then her friend started sending her pictures, the pictures we took together, and yeah, that kind of spiraled. It spiraled. And that was not good. That was not good on my end. Not good, not very good, you know? But, so, I literally got in contact with her about, late last year, because I had a dream about her. That was one of the first dreams I had in months. And I was like, this must be important, because I did not think about her once during the span where I was, you know, yeah. So basically, what happened is, I was like trying to get to her, and then I asked one of my best friends, let's call him Ace, yeah. So Ace goes up to Romani and starts, you know, trying to talk to her on my behalf, you know, being a wingman. Then shit hits the fan and he gets with her. Now, I don't know what mathematics was mathematicking of the mathematicians was mathematicking for that to happen. I don't know. Because 1 + 1 should not equal that. Like, how? Like, what? I was enraged. I was, like, mad. And that's when the devil's lettuce called out to me. The devil's lettuce. Now, I don't know if you all know what the devil's lettuce is. But if you know, it's called the Za. Street name. Or THC, tetrahydrocannabinoids. Now, if you know what that is, you know what that is. I'm not gonna say it because YouTube will, you know, flag my video and then I won't get views, and I kind of need views. So basically, I went into a spiral of just being mad at everything, having dreams that won't go away, and then the weekend just accompanied my soundtrack into madness, essentially. And there's no beauty behind that madness. Get it? Beauty behind the madness. But so what happened is the cut. You know, this is a very long story. Fuck, this is long, and by very long I mean long. So yeah, to cut a long story short, I have a lot of people that are trying to help me get to her, trying to sabotage Ace and Romani. You know, sabotage their relationship. Turns out they did that themselves, because apparently Ace, like, bro was on some different timing, because I don't know, like, their relationship went, it dissolved. And the moment Romani was single, I was the first one there. Her brother, let's call him Don, like her cousin, so the moment he told me, I was the first one there, gang. I was there. I respawned, because here's the thing, Ace didn't want me talking to Romani because apparently I was a dick to her. Now, I don't remember doing none of the stuff she said, but hey, them allegations will be alligator, if you know what I say. Alligators gotta alligate. So, and the moment I got in contact, next thing you know, yeah, no, I'm not gonna bore you with theatrics, with, you know, hope, like, oh my gosh, I got it. No. Turns out that woman is mentally diseased. And by mentally diseased, I mean mentally diseased. Like, she is not alright up there. Like, here's the thing. I'm not sure if she's pretending to be emotionless or she's genuinely a psychopath. Either way, yesterday the revelation hit me. I burned bridges. I lost Nancy. I almost fought with freaking Danny Phantom over this girl, and I realized, hold on, this girl is driving me nuts. We cannot have that. No, sir, we cannot have that. No. Because can't be a successful YouTuber if I'm going insane. So I sat down, and this is a lesson to you guys. Here's the thing. We think we want someone, but they don't want us. That's fine. It's life. For example, try to slide into a girl's DMs. Get hit with that left on scene 5 hours ago. Now, she could have just had her phone stolen. I don't know, but it happens. It happens. We've all been left on Reddit, guys. You know. And I've never seen a girl get ignored by a guy. Unless he has a girlfriend. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. But basically, lift yourself up your feet. One rejection. Yeah, sure, my love life prior was a wreck. Oof, I'm not gonna go into that one. Ooh, yeah. No, sir, we're not gonna go into that today. But at the end of the day, it's night. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's all for the video. But no, seriously, like, don't take the rejection to the heart. Don't take it to the heart. Take it to the toes and walk it off. Don't get me wrong. It hurts like a motherfucker. It hurts. It fucking hurts. I can feel it in my balls. That's how badly it hurts. But you'll be fine. You're stronger than that. You'll be fine. And a lot of people took their lives because of this kind of issue. And I feel like it needs to be addressed because I also struggle with these kind of issues and these kind of thoughts. So I figured I might as well share my story so then you guys feel better about yourselves. So then you know you're not alone in this. If you ever need someone to talk to, I will gladly give you my socials if you feel like you need to vent. That'll be for everything for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Yeah. Bye-bye. And happy Men's Mental Health Month. Take care of yourselves. Happy Pride Month. Yeah. Stay away from toxic people. Eat your veggies. Don't do Zaza. Yeah. Oh, the recording button. Let me just, yeah.